Hello. Um, uh, Sorry. I keep trying to think of ways to be creative with this and not change this to make this just a vlog. And then I know it's got to be possible. I know there are people who do it. I'm just struggling with my own little, idiosyncrasies. Oh, by the way, I guess if I'm doing these things, I should go and do a proper intro. My name's Mandy. I'll figure out the rest on the way. I have some ideas of something I can use because I need something that I can pin my memory on. So when I do stuff, it doesn't seem random. I can get the patterns and the word stuff going. Some of that I'm having issues with, to be blunt, because either the painkillers or the pain. But I also need to get comfortable with talking to myself like this. So, this bit of entertaining myself is getting used to talking like this. It also helps when, I can find time when everybody's kind of asleep or busy. And I am up to doing this myself. I did a lot of sleeping this past weekend. Just because okay, I'll back up here because on the rough chance, somebody sees this and you don't know what happened. I broke both my arms Friday, the 13th of November, 2020. I lost my balance on a porch and then slammed into the cement driveway. About how high is our porch compared? It's like maybe 8-10 inches. I don't know. I'm not gonna go outside to measure it. Shattered the forearm, my left forearm. I have a pin in there now. I also dislocated the left wrist a little bit. It's almost, my left arm is actually healing pretty nicely. It's just hurting a little bit. My right arm has decided to be very difficult. At first, it looked like I just dislocated it. And they put it in a cast, and they put it back in, and then it redislocated itself in a cast. So it took a few weeks for everybody to, understand what was going on there, because I kept expressing my worry about my elbow. But considering I was medicated and probably still in shock, I don't think I explained myself very well. Because whenever I did, everybody's like, oh, it's okay. You're just going to pop it through. It's going to be fine. It's all this stuff. And I'm like, but it hurts. It's like, but it's not. Granted, the cast is really heavy. My shoulder is still sore from all that. And then, then my hand kind of swelled up, and then everybody started listening to me. And then I found out that, you're not supposed to be able to dislocate a joint while wearing a cast, but I managed it. So that turned around into needing surgery. And after surgery, I had another cast on the arm. The surgery happened the 28th of December. The 30th is my daughter's birthday. And last week, I had a cast on for a while. Then they put a splint, which is, it's just as heavy as the cast, but not as bulky. Last week, I got the splint off, and I've been exercising the muscles. Now, I'm supposed to be doing it slowly, so we don't pop the elbow out. The elbow, I think, is still okay, but there's other parts of the muscle of the arm being kept still that long that I am now moving, and I just hurt all over the place, seriously. I've been able to give myself kind of a shower. I have something to sit in, and my daughter can still help me, but I've actually been able to do it without her help. I can't reach every place, but I can get enough to feel human. And, but anyhow. But yeah, I didn't really want to make this a vlog. That's why I didn't explain that and why I was doing this. But, maybe instead of tap dancing around it, I can just go ahead and admit this right now. And this is part of the reason why I really need something that I do that is creative. And I did have a few ideas this weekend. And kind of, I'm going to see if they work. But I'm also going to just practice and that. So, because that's what I tell people when you do poetry. Because I've written poetry ever since I was a little girl. Ever since I figured out I could do it. Thank you, Miss Adams, for being such a wonderful second grade teacher. What makes you good at it is, I mean, yes, you can put a lot of feeling and you can do all this other stuff and you end up writing the stuff that is important to you, and I will not decry that. Anything that's important to you is important to you for your mental health. Doesn't need to be polished, doesn't need to be, capitalist worthy and stuff like that. Irritates me when people insist that, if you do art or creative stuff, it has to be worth something to other people. It doesn't. But at the same time, be realistic with yourself. If it only has appeal to you, it only has appeal to you. Accept it. Go on. But I've had a lot of fun with people over the years that, in groups that I'll tell them, give me a subject, tell me what type of poem you want. And usually, more often than not, I can write it there in front of them, really decent stuff, within 30 minutes. I can do that because of wordplay. You have to play with stuff. And that's what I'm doing here. I realized while I was thinking it over, and I did give a lot of thought this weekend, I have never really played with this medium, so of course it's going to be harder for me to create in it. I don't know, I don't feel comfortable with my tools. I just need to kind of get with it and just sort of play with it. So, I'm calling this entertaining myself. So, this is me getting comfortable with it. And so I am going to, it's my longest video. Well, that's cool. I'm actually sitting up, and stuff, so I'm not holding my, the phone up in the air, so it's not, my arms are not getting quite so tired. I do have a video stand and all this stuff because we did videos of the girls. We just haven't edited them. I have two granddaughters. My daughter meant to go edit them, but she's just not getting around to it. I actually have video camera and do have video setups, but if I could set that stuff up, I would not be doing this series. And I don't want to bother the family. This is just something I want to do on my own and not depend on somebody else's stuff to help me. So, being that it's an 8-minute, I don't really want these to be too long. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. On the off chance that someone else is watching this, thank you so much. And you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.